2024 stands as a year for change within the Vendors Arcade. Following 3 meetings held between Global Pot Holdings and the Vendors Association, the hotspot for local entrepreneurs will be enjoying some much-needed modifications and changes to encourage commerce by both tourists and locals. Peter Ras Ipa, the president of the Vendors Association, announced the numerous enhancements.
We find that we are satisfied with the way they are going to build the Vendors Arcade. We're also satisfied with one of the components, which is going to be that people disembarking from the ship on the Northern Wharf is a must pass through the Vendors Arcade. And even when they, have visited La Place Carronage, when they are exiting there, they have to exit through or via the Vendors Arcade. So that's a plus. Before you go out there to meet a taxi, to train or coaster, you have to pass through the Vendors Arcade. And even before you get a chance to venture into Castries, you have to pass through the Vendors Arcade. So this is a plus. There will be more lighting. We heard about this whole thing about home porting, and home porting will cause us to stay at the arcade probably much later than we're doing now. So it is more business for vendors. We also believe that the whole question of more F&Bs, food and beverages, we think that this is going to work good and augur well for us. The arcade will be built, there will be more lighting.
Isaac also acknowledges the issue of buyer's fatigue by the tourists, as many of the local vendors on island in the Caribbean tend to have similar items.
This year we're also looking into the whole question of product development. We have decided that we want to have some discussions with the Ministry of Tourism so as to see how we can create, where we could find ways to have more local products available. We have the situation where people are now capitalizing on, the situation where vendors has almost the same things, and you go into island hopping and you get the same things. And we are not so lucky in St. Lucia, because sometimes St. Lucia is the last area of the destination, the last port of entry for some of the crews, and then we are not getting much when it comes to that. Most of the islands, we have the different island names on the products or the items, but they are the same items. So we have to find a way to change that. I don't know, but we have to get young artisans involved, and I see this is a situation where we have some empty factory shelves. We could make use of them and introducing people to train the younger persons in St. Lucia, younger people, to get involved in creating new items, new products that would be a kind of unique to St. Lucia, so to speak.
The president believes that the new Vendors Arcade should possess categorized aisles for niche sellers, promoting organization.
When we have the new arcade, we will have to create aisles and special aisles for special products. So for example, you could have an aisle for mostly wooden products, there was an aisle for leather products, aisle for t-shirt, aisle for souvenirs, and an aisle for various kind of items. In that case, if people looking for certain things, they're looking for Samaric products, the different products, they could find these products in various aisles. And someone could say, no, we don't have it in this aisle, go in this other aisle, you'll find it. And that's what we think is going to help in terms of what's going on. People are seeing too many of the same products on every stall, every booth, and so on.
With the aid of St. Lucia's leaders, local entrepreneurs are given a new lease on life for their craft, as the Vendors Arcade will be undergoing timely modifications. For Choice News Now, this is Obi Offor reporting.